in the 1970s? Because I feel like that's an important part of your formation.
I came to be a student, a graduate student, and it turns out I'm a dropout. Before I came, I had studied art history and with artists, and I had been very moved by figures that moved across disciplines, if you will. The Surrealists, that was a literary movement. And those people from that group, some of the Dadaists, they performed. And they were huge to me. People of language who weren't confined to a convention. And that's what I came here with.
People of language during a time when society was kind of in a big transformation. I mean, the 70s was probably similar in temperament to the 1920s, or
maybe it was.
To the teens.
Maybe
would
it
you
was,
say?
yeah. In both of those times, pressing hard against status quo paradigms and that sort of things, when a lot of conventions were being tested by musicians, by filmmakers, by photographers, by sculptors. I didn't meet that many people of language.
Writers kind of hang separately, don't they? They're often by themselves.
Astonishingly self-removed.
Art is so much more nebulous, like the visual arts. Writing, when I think about it, it's such a rigid process. Certain ideas of clarity and linear progression, argument, and things like that.
And at the base of it, it's consecutive. That's rigid. One thing after another. There are narrative structures that can break out of linearity without doing that materially on the page. Poetry concrète or something, without doing that. And it doesn't have a history of experimentation.
It dissolves into nonsense in no time. I'm thinking of, the Dada poets, or, even Kerouac or some people like that. Whereas, like visual arts are kind of allowed to do that. A painting is allowed to be mysterious and sort of not giving in a way that a text is not.
It's a very labor-intensive thing for the audience. It's very labor-intensive to produce. It's rigorous on both sides.
Feels to me like now reading a novel is so disruptive of the society we're living in right now. It's almost